Lots too close. Hello, everybody. I'm having a little technical difficulty here tonight. It looks like my head is disappearing. If it's, see, it looks like my head's disappearing. I don't know what the cause of this is right now. I've got lights here that I'm turning around, and it looks like I'm vanishing.
Are you sitting too far away?
No, I don't think so.
Pull up closer.
No, I don't think so.
I said, are you sitting too far
I
away?
don't think so. No, I don't know what the problem is. It's aggravating, though. I'll tell you that right now. What is it? It looks funny. It looks weird. I look weird. I look like I'm disappearing. My headphones are disappearing. See, right there, look, I go away almost completely there. I don't know. It's aggravating. We were supposed to have Veronica on tonight with her father or her, and I'm waiting for her to come on. And maybe that, in the meantime, I can fix whatever this problem is. Can you get up there on that light there and try to back it up just a little bit, or turn it up more towards the, I don't know. No, there went all together at that time. Turn it back on. I don't know. I don't know what it is. We'll do the best we can tonight. I apologize for this. Of course, y'all all, I get a lot of grief when I apologize, but I'm sorry. What else can I say?
And so he says, I'm sorry again.
I say I'm sorry again. That doesn't work. Dana,
Whoever you are.
I don't know whoever you are. That doesn't work. It's not working, but leave it right there. It'll be a little bit better than it was. It's totally aggravating.
It's aggravating. Let's just get over it.
We'll just deal with it. Look, when I do that, it's actually better when I block the light coming straight down on my earphones, because now they want to disappear. See that? Why is that? I think they're too close, Dana. I think they're too close to me.
Did that help?
No. Can you back the light up a little bit? Just back it straight up there. That's better. Seems better. That's the way it was. Yes. Right there is no. That's not better. I do not.
Do you want me to stand and hold it?
No. Leave it right there. No. Leave it right there where it was.
You're missing
turn it
your
a little
ears.
bit like that way. Turn it a little bit that way. No, in this way.
Oh my goodness.
In this way, please. I guess that'll do. We'll deal with it. I'll just deal with it.
Yeah, it's Comedy Central tonight, Lori.
Yeah, see, if I put my hands right here, it seems to be fine. I need to wear a hat. Maybe that's it.
You want me to get you an Auburn hat to wear?
No.
Somebody asked about your Comedy Central, your Alabama shirt.
Alabama, yeah, Crimson Tide. They play tomorrow.
Do they?
Yeah.
Who they play?
Crimson Tide. Well, the schedule's kind of messed up.
MH said you look like a ballerina.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Waiting basically on
Hush.
Waiting basically on Veronica to come. I'll be honest with you, we were slammed today. We sold our store finally, and we are going to make some major life-changing moves in the spring. That's all I'm going to say to you. But in the spring, we'll ask a special favor of y'all, and it won't have anything to do with money. So
Amen.
Isn't that great? It actually looks a little better now. I'm kind of to the sideways or something. But anyway, look.
We play Kentucky. Roll Tide.
Yeah, Kentucky. But we're going to ask a special favor of y'all. And I'll just tell you a little bit about it. I won't say what the name of it is. Just a little bit about it.
No.
Yes.
Not yet. No, don't jinx it.
I'm not going to tell the name.
You're gonna jinx it.
No, I'm
No.
not. No, I'm not.
No,
gonna-
don't do it.
Y'all,
It's like I said.
let's have a vote.
No, it's just like I said. Don't do it when you wanted that candy. Don't do it.
No, it's just like a
No.
vote.
Nope. Listen,
Shall I tell y'all
No.
about what's going
Hey.
on in the spring?
somebody.
Or shall I not?
Somebody asked us about Mark Randall Fullerton. He is missing June 3rd, 2020. He was 35 years old when he disappeared. He was from Bragaducia, Missouri. He has scars, marks, tattoos, Caucasian male. He has skull sleeves on both arms, something on his left side of his chest, Aiden on his right side. I guess Cade's on his left side and Aiden is on his right side. And Mark is on his stomach. Okay. Scar on his right knuckles. He has full dentures, but he was not wearing them. He has not been heard from or seen since June 2nd by his mother. Contact was always daily. The girlfriend didn't tell the mother until the following day on Wednesday, June 3rd in the afternoon that he had disappeared. He left behind all personal belongings, hat, wallet, teeth, necklace, rings, shirt, truck, shoes, everything. Cross necklace where he never removed was broken on the floor in the residence. The sheriff's department was called on site at the location until 3 a.m. Thursday, June 4th, taking statements and searching. Told by the girlfriend, he walked out the front door while she was in the bathroom and disappeared. The girlfriend stated he left only in black shorts.
You know, it's
That
I'm going to
doesn't
tell you
sound-
why they don't take their teeth when they're going out to do like commit suicide or something like that. Because their teeth, most dentures have their name written on them. I've seen that.
Really?
Yeah. Dead bodies and stuff, you'll take out their dentures and they'll have their
Ugh.
name written on the top. When they sell them their dentures, they put their name on the top of it. It's weird. It's just the way it is.
Okay, can I tell a funny story real quick?
First,
Don't.
I'm not going to go into
They said
all of it.
no. Look, Sarah said
a
no.
bunch of people saying
No,
yes.
Sarah said no. Sarah, I'm with you. No.
Okay, a
Oh
clue.
my gosh.
Let's put a clue out there.
You
maybe
can't
see
keep a secret.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
No,
You are bad.
here's a clue.
How's keto going?
It's not.
Okay.
Okay,
You
here,
can't. Oh.
here is a clue.
I'm trying to change the subject.
Here's a clue.
Oh my gosh.
We actually have a YouTube channel on this. It's another YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
now they're going to be hunting up
No,
everything.
listen. The YouTube channel has 100 subscribers. 102, actually. We're not pushing it because what we are going to do
I'm gonna fix
is
you.
not happening until the spring. So I'm really laying off of it.
Well,
But-
I may put off till summer now.
No, you're not. You're not going to put
Well,
it
we'll
off.
see.
But
Okay, Bighorn, Montana.
I love Montana.
I do too. A cloudy winter afternoon, a few dozen people stand outside the courthouse in Hardin, Montana, holding banners and signs bearing the photos of young Native American women. In below freezing temperatures and against an abrasive wind, they read out the names of 24 women and girls who have gone missing or been killed. They do this to embarrass the local sheriff's department and all because they won't help them. One mother of a 14-year-old girl named Henny Scott was found dead of exposure with alcohol in her system weeks after she went missing. And her mother called the police and told them where her daughter might be. And they didn't do anything about it. And they later found her daughter not far from there. Here's another one. A young girl, 18 years old, Kasira Stops Pretty Places. That's her name. Indian names
Those
are
Indian
different.
names,
Yes. She had just turned 18 a week before on August 14th. And she called the police and said, my daughter hasn't showed up. And they said, well, she's probably out with her friends or whatever. The family felt driven to set up their own searches, to ask their own questions. Even if they couldn't save their loved ones, they thought it might make a difference for the next family. Well, they didn't find her until later, and she had died of exposure. this is going on at an enormous amount, at an enormous rate. And so we need to keep bringing attention to these young women, men, boys, children.
Absolutely. In fact, I want to do a whole nother show on that with a lot of pictures and a lot of other videos too. On the last video where we showed that we after the guest speaker we had, and I absolutely love doing that. We had that short thing I told you I'd probably get a copyright strike on. Well, I did. I did get a copyright strike. And they made me mute the sound out of it. So if you go back and watch that video, there's no sound on that video. It just shows the visual aspect. And if they were threatening to take the whole video down if I didn't do that. So I had to. I knew I was going to. I shouldn't have did it, but whatever. I just took a chance because it was so good.
Anything on Morphew?
You know some Berry Hills in Huntsville?
That's me, silly.
Okay. All right. I was fixing to say, one of my best friends was named Berry Hill.
Rebecca Hartman said something about I'm a Berry Hill, and I responded that I know some Berry Hills in Huntsville. And you go, you know some Berry Hills in Huntsville?
Is Veronica here?
Yes, he's a rebel.
Yes, I am a rebel. In a lot more than ways than you think.
Yeah.
Because I like to basically rebel against some of the
but you don't want me rebelling.
Well, I don't want you to rebel of some stuff, but I just don't believe in so much government control over everything we do. I'm
like wearing a mask in your house?
Like wearing a mask in the house. Is Veronica here tonight? Please be here, Veronica. I've kind of put all my eggs in one basket tonight on this. I did not have a chance to do anything, although I did want to talk to you about something. Something's came up, and I watched the Draper brothers and Dusty Draper, and I thought that was pretty interesting, something that I never even thought of. And we need to find this out, and we need to be real inquisitive and really go out and look around for it. The fact that Suzanne, in the Suzanne Morphew case, the fact that Suzanne was and her husband were supposed to be at a virtual wedding, online virtual wedding on the 10th, the day he supposedly went up on Mother's Day. They were supposed to be at a virtual wedding that day. So you think about that. Why she would not miss that for anything. I don't even think she would have gone out. First off, she wouldn't have agreed on him going up to wherever that place was he worked on the wall. And she would have never agreed with that, knowing they had this virtual wedding to do. She would have said, no, wait a minute, you can't go up there. We have this virtual wedding to do. So that tells me right there that something definitely happened that day. And who canceled that? You know, who's the one that canceled that wedding? And what time was the virtual wedding? I would have thought it'd be sometime in the morning, or in the midday at the very least. But that's just something that really they brought up, and I don't know how they found out about it, or maybe somebody's talking to them up there. But I thought that was a very interesting thing. Is the date she went missing and agreed for him to go up to finish this or get this wall started. They were supposed to do a virtual wedding together online because of COVID stopped them from attending the wedding. So that is very, very interesting. And why, and also she had a doctor's appointment that next day, I understand. And I was wondering if anybody called and canceled the doctor's appointment. What's going on with that, We're waiting on Veronica. Is Veronica here by chance? The aunt of Andre Morton. We had talked about it. She had agreed to do the audio visual with us here to come online. I've sent her a link. The gentleman the officer from down in Birmingham area, I sent him a link also today, and I understand he was having to work late. So He called me and I couldn't answer the phone, and I sent them a message. So hopefully sometime before we get off of here, he will come on for a while. I don't have Veronica. Veronica, are you in the house? Please say you're in the house.
I'm not finding her. She's not answering me. So she.
Amy, thank you very much. I so much appreciate that. I really, really do. Thank you so much, Amy. You know, unfortunately, when you do these things live.
Hey.
Yeah.
Sassy Cat said, "Hey everyone, did you guys hear about the 53-year-old man from Alabama that admitted to a cold case murder?"
Yeah, I heard that today. I read that.
He's terminally
He's
ill.
terminally ill, and he admitted to doing a cold case murder. And you know, the thing is, I wonder about that, because if he's terminally ill, does he have health insurance? Maybe that's one reason that drove him towards admitting to that. I'm sure that they won't take him seriously unless he can give them some facts that not anybody but the killer knew. But yeah, I saw that today while I was fixing to come on, and I was sending that invitation to.
Did you get that picture I
to
sent
them.
you of the little 14-year-old?
I tried to download it. I can't download it for some
You
reason.
can't get it down.
I mean, I
there?
can't get it on to upload it. Let me see if I can. Let me try to get it over here.
Her name is Aurora Rodriguez Sambrono
One second. Let me
from
see if I can
California.
do this.
She's missing October 13th, 2020, 14 years old, 5 feet 2 inches, 120 pounds. I don't think she weighs 120 pounds. Her picture don't look like it.
All right, hold on just a minute. Let me try to get it over here. Downloads.
That popped up today when I was doing some research. A cute little girl, but there ain't no way she weighs 120 pounds, even soaking wet with a blanket on.
Let's see. I've got the. No, wait a minute. For whatever reason, I'm having all kinds of difficulties tonight. Well, I looked in the place that you downloaded it to. Oh, wait just a minute. Maybe I meant the wrong thing.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm not. No, I cannot know for
Okay.
whatever reason.
I can
I'm
check.
having the worst luck tonight. And you know what? I got Fuzzstone. It was in
Here.
an email. Fuzzstone in an
Can you
email.
show that? That's the little girl. She does not look like she would be 120 pounds, does she?
She doesn't look like it.
No. All right, raise it up a little bit. Or
Uh,
back it up.
I got Fuzzstone
Yeah, there you go.
for
Stop it.
not for complaining too much about my technical difficulties. But you know, when you're live and I guess I should go over everything again. See, my head's disappearing again. I should go over everything again. Check out everything a little bit more before I go on. I'm going to do something different with the camera system in the next few weeks. But no, that's not what we're not moving to another channel like somebody said, or we're not changing anything. We're
We're going to be here.
we're just adding something, and we'll do that in the spring.
See, you shouldn't be doing that.
Why?
Because that's like putting a kid's Christmas present in front of him and saying, "Don't you touch it. You can't touch
Somebody will figure
it.
it
Don't
out.
touch it. Don't
We have
say
a
it."
lot of sleuths here.
Yes,
so,
you have too many
uh,
sleuths, and I didn't want them to know.
but it'll be good. It'll be good.
Whatever.
It'll be good.
They may
Uh,
quit us all.
Veronica, you in the house?
No, she's obviously not. So talk about something else.
Veronica's not in the house?
No.
I
mean, if she is, she's not
only
talking.
4'5", that girl. Man,
Yeah, she
is
can't weigh
small.
120 pounds.
But we are hoping for again that we are hoping for that the Morphew case will start some prosecution
There-
with there after the first of the year when the new DA takes over.
Right before we came on, there was at about 3 o'clock this afternoon, there was a mall shooting in Wisconsin, right outside of Milwaukee. They had 7 that were shot. They were still looking for the shooter. And I made sure that my daughter was not one of the ones shot. And so she sent me a message and said she didn't go to the mall. She was okay.
Yeah, it was in Wisconsin, right outside of
Debbie, you don't know that? Yes,
Milwaukee.
in Wisconsin. Here, wait a minute. Here's Veronica.
Veronica.
Where did she go? Here. Is Helena tricking me? Here.
Here's Veronica.
I missed it. Veronica's in the chat. Okay.
Veronica, did you get my link I sent you? Can you possibly come on and talk to us?
We want to know about Andre.
Yes, we are prepared to talk about Andre tonight. If you will take that link I sent you and follow those little directions.
She said, please send the link.
Okay, I sent it to your email. Is there another place I need to send it?
Okay, I'm not seeing Veronica's name in here. Y'all are, and I'm not. She must have came in up here when I was talking. Here she is. I see her. She came on at 7:20. Okay. Thomas, did you send her another one?
I'm fixing to send her another link.
Okay. Veronica, he's
I'm
sending
sending it to Veronica B. In your email there under Children's Lives Matter.
Yes, they
You
did.
should have got it now.
All right, let's see if we can get Veronica on here. We want to hear about this young man, Andre. We want to stir up
I
some
went
leads.
to his Facebook page today and looked through it and stuff. Of course, there's nothing on there since 2018.
2019? 18.
18.
He
But if you're not his friend, you see everything.
okay.
Uh,
Yes, praying for those in Wisconsin. Okay.
Waiting on Veronica.
Hopefully she can figure it out. It's not too tough
It's
once
not
you do it the
tough.
first time.
You got to have Firefox or Chrome on your computer, and basically you get that link. It's easy to follow.
Her username is Veronica V.
I know. I
did-
sent it to that.
Okay, you said
email.
okay, yeah. Okay, thanks, Angel. He did say V. It sounded like B, like bug.
Yeah, Veronica V, and then it says something about the children. Oh, me.
All right, this is dead. So
Welcome, Rock Hoffman. Hope you can get on Veronica. It will take her a minute to kind of set things up, I'm sure. But we let me pull up her. This is him again that we'll be talking about. Hopefully, he spent a bunch of money on tattoos. Though I tell you that is expensive artwork. Humble, Texas.
and y'all don't look at the tattoos and automatically think gangbanger and stuff like that, because we know a lot of good people who just like to have tattoos.
Yeah,
And
we
you know,
got-
they
got a
say he
good
wasn't
friend.
into drugs. He wasn't hanging around with the bad people. He always answered the phone when his parents called him or called him
I'll tell
back.
you, when I
a
was
couple
growing
minutes.
up, I hung around with a lot of crazy people, and you might have thought I was in a gang or something. I was always riding motorcycles, and we were always in these cut-off vests and stuff. But I didn't have anything on the back of my vest except for Honda or something like that. But we were always ran around with a bunch of guys. It'd be 10, 15 guys at a time. We traveled together. We,
Okay.
you know, just crazy
That
stuff.
was your good old days before you got married and lost all your freedom. But what I was going to say is, I've had young people ask me what I thought about tattoos. Would they go to hell for getting a tattoo? And the one thing I tell them to think about is this. The Bible says that when Jesus comes back, he's going to be riding on a white horse, and on his thigh is written King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I don't really think God's up there with a magic marker writing on Jesus's leg. I just think that might just be a tattoo.
I would, if I could pull up my, I've got a picture of me and my drug unit. I don't know that I can.
I think you put it up here.
No, I put it on Patreon's page. I know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where I don't know if
Y'all bear with us for Veronica to get on. It'll be worth it, I promise. And this week, one that is still missing is the daughter of a classmate. Oh, CJ, get us the information.
I'm going to open this one up too here. I'm going to download this, another picture of Andre too that I got off the thing. Here's one of his pictures was off his Facebook. He's a good looking kid. This was in February 1st. I'm not sure what February 1st it is, but
Oh, look at that smile.
Yeah, he should have smiled more in his pictures.
That hurts my heart.
I will try to next time pull up some pictures of me when I was in my drug unit. You're going to see the long-haired me, my fro, and maybe a couple of them with me and my mom, even several years ago.
When our daughter was little, we were going to the mall one time, and I told her, if you get lost, you go to a policeman. And she said, like my daddy. And I said, don't you go with anybody that looks like your daddy.
Oh, I had her right there. She was up for a second.
Oh, come on.
Oh, yes.
Have you got her?
Veronica.
You got her?
Yes.
Yes, I'm here now.
Okay,
Yay!
Good evening.
Good
Great.
evening.
Scoot over a little bit to your where I get your whole face in the screen.
No, other way. Other way.
Other way.
I like your cross.
Let me see. That may be a little better.
That's good. That's good, Veronica.
No, but wait a minute.
Okay.
Okay, we see. Okay, there you go.
There you go, Veronica. Take your screen and just straighten it up a little bit down towards you. Your screen, where your camera's at. Pull it down a little bit towards you. There you go. Perfect. Perfect.
Okay.
All right. You want to go ahead and tell us about Andre?
Tell us a little bit about that boy.
Excuse me? Andre, he's the 5th child out of 6. And he's always been a very good child, very mannerable, never disrespectful. Never had a problem out of him. And he's never been into drugs, not selling drugs, not taking them, no drinking, no nothing, no hanging out, just 1 or 2 friends.
Wow. Did they check his phone? Did they check his phone? The police?
We're static in.
Okay. Did they check his phone?
Okay, repeat yourself, please.
Did they check his phone?
Yes, they did, but yes, they did. But they haven't told my niece anything.
In over a year?
No. They say they're still working on the case.
Did they say who he talked to in the morning before he left?
Not really. From what I understand, they think it was a female.
But they haven't talked to her?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Let me tell you, as a retired law enforcement, what I would do. I would be calling that detective every week. I would be demanding to know something. It's been way too long.
Yes, I know. I agree.
Do you have any? Have you talked to any of his friends? Did they have any ideas?
His parents talked to him and the police talked to him, and they took statements, but so far it didn't come to anything. There's been no leads, no nothing. It's just it's like he disappeared in the thin air.
Did he have any problems with anybody?
No, no. He's very easy to get along with. And the strange thing is the day that he disappeared, the morning that he disappeared, he had a full paycheck that he hadn't cashed, and his car was in the shop, but it was paid for, due to be picked up that same day.
Did he have a
And
girlfriend?
I don't know. No, not at the time.
Did he had? I just can't. Yeah, I would think it's probably a girl that called him at 4:30 and said, "Meet me," or "Come help me," or maybe I've broken down or whatever. Did he leave in a car or on foot?
Everybody in the house was asleep at that time of morning. Only reason why his mother know that he received a call is she says she heard the phone. But she said she didn't think anything of it. She turned back over and went back to sleep.
So he didn't take a car from the house?
No, he didn't take a car.
Do y'all live in the suburbs or do y'all live in the city?
No, they're in the suburbs.
Suburbs? Small town?
Hmm?
Is it a small
It's pretty
town?
good look for it. It's inside of Houston, Texas, on the outskirts.
Okay.
It's like if you're at a Sugar Land, it's humble.
Okay.
It's not. Yeah.
Did he ever say anything about anyone picking on him or anything?
No, never.
Never had an obvious enemy, somebody that didn't like him, jealous of an old girlfriend or something?
No, not that anyone in the family knows. And most of his friends, if not all, have been questioned.
Well,
I'm just wondering if so they don't have a suspect.
they don't know anything.
No,
That's the problem.
no.
So somebody out there knows something. The person that called him and the people that he met up with, somebody knows something.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
What about coworkers? Did he have any coworkers?
Yeah, but they didn't know anything either.
Had he had?
Nobody knew anything.
Did he have a girlfriend in
Excuse
the
me?
past?
No, he didn't have one at that time.
No, but how long had it been since he had a girlfriend?
I think a couple of months or so.
Okay, were they serious?
I don't think so.
How old was he when he disappeared again? 18? Was he 18, Veronica, when he disappeared?
Excuse me.
Ask her, Tony.
Markel. I'm sorry.
Oh, gee.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
That's all right. How old was he when he disappeared?
21, about to turn 22 the next month. He
Okay.
just had a birthday on the 3rd.
Okay, Sandra,
November 3rd.
he was last seen at his family's home. He got a phone call about 4 o'clock in the morning and left the house, and they've not heard or seen from him since.
Haven't been seen.
Okay,
But now, let me ask you this.
can they get phone records?
Did anybody in the family pull his phone records?
The police department, I think it's his father got him and turned him over to detectives.
Okay. But
That's my understanding.
I'd want to know if they traced down all the people that he talked to in the past 12 hours or 2 or 3 days beforehand to try to establish, I know they've questioned every one of them, but somebody in that group knows something, especially the last phone call he got,
Someone has to know something. People just doesn't disappear in the thin air.
Right.
You're right.
And as a retired law enforcement, I would tell you this. the family has to be proactive because they get bogged down with a bunch of other cases, especially the size
Of
of Houston. But I would I would have somebody in the family designated to call every week to that detective and find out, be a thorn in his side to find out if they know anything. Because, it's easy for them to it turn out to be a real cold case.
Was he suicidal at all?
Well, has he ever been suicidal, depressed?
No, never.
Did he have a computer in his room?
Yes, he did.
Did they take?
Yes, he did.
He didn't take it with him, did he?
No, he didn't take it with him.
Did they turn that over?
He was in the living room playing. He was in the living room playing on a game.
Okay. Well,
when his parents went to bed, that's the last thing they left him doing.
Did they turn the computer over to the police?
I think they did.
Okay.
I think
it sounds like the police have done a lot, but you're just one of y'all, somebody in the family is gonna have to be the one to call that officer, that detective, and force his hand. They're gonna have to insist on somebody doing something, or insist on somebody telling the family something. If it's been way too long, the family should. They're gonna have to. Somebody in the family is going to have to be proactive on doing that.
Yeah, I understand.
Even if they say we don't know anything else, he'd be saying that at least once a week to me, because I would be saying, you've had a year, you've got all his phone records, I know you've talked to his friends, tell me something. Obviously, surely they have a suspect that he went with.
That's what I was thinking too.
Okay.
But in Houston, the police are very slow.
Yeah, I agree. But that's why I say you need to have somebody in the family calling them every week saying, hey, have you heard anything on my case? Because that's the kind of people, speaking from experience, that's the kind of people that we will, somebody's calling you every week is reminding you to do this, do this, do this. It's, that's what I would do.
Okay, great question from Linda. She said, have you contacted the news?
I'll relay that.
Has anybody talked to the news?
I'll relay that to his friend.
Okay. Veronica, has anybody talked to the news channels?
Uh-oh, we lost him.
Veronica?
Yes, I'm here. I'm trying to pull something up for you.
Okay. Has anybody talked to the news channels?
Mark, please come get Rose.
We got them dogs too. Oh,
Gracie. Gracie's barking at your dog.
Okay. If you don't mind, I want to introduce you to the Moten family.
Okay. I don't know how we're going to be able to see that on the screen, but I'll try. Well, I lost
Veronica, can you hear me?
I lost her, Dana.
I still see her. You lost her?
Yeah, but you're a few seconds
Oh,
behind.
man. Okay, Veronica, you need to come back.
Yeah, if you're typed to her, she can't hear you.
Veronica.
Maybe the family's going to go and come on. Maybe that's what they're doing. I feel for them because anybody out there, I'm telling you this, I'm going to give you some advice from one retired police to anybody that's not a police officer. If you ever have somebody missing, you have your car stolen, you have a missing dog. I don't care what it is. You call that detective, you talk that animal control, you talk to whoever's working the case every single week. And it really, if it should have been done right after this. But a lot of people are intimidated by the police. They think, well, they got so much other things to do. Yes, they do, but your case should be very important to them. Every case I worked, missing person case, I treated and talked to the family just like that was the only case I had. I made it a point to call them every week and say, hey, this is what we know. This is what we don't know. You know, I would make it my job. It was my job to do the best I could for them. And one in particular case that I worked, the one big case where the guy ends up driving off the road and killed himself, I actually went by the people's house a lot. I was at their house, knew their father, mother, boyfriend, their kids, and they still know me because of that case I worked with them. I was concerned about them. I considered them the case personal to me. So, you know, I knew her mother, father, her kids, and I knew her boyfriend. After her husband died, she got married. I knew him and everything. But while she was dealing with this, I knew her mother, father, her kids. And I made it a point to try to be involved. But you've got to go call these police officers and remind them. And every single week, twice a week, if it's somebody like your child like this or something, I would be calling on Monday morning when they get to work after the long weekend, and I would say, hey, what are you doing on my case? Have you heard anything? Have you ran down these phone numbers? Can you tell me anything that's going to make me feel like this is solvable? Call them Friday. Hey, man, before you go off on the weekend, what are you doing on my case? And everybody says, oh, well, you can't bug these guys. No, yes, greasy wheel gets the grease. I'm telling you. Yeah, he probably was trying to draw him out. But you got to understand about kids like this. They play these video games all night. You know, when I was that young, you know, here, I got her again. Hold on. Okay. Veronica, you're back with me here.
Okay, I can hear you a little now.
Okay, yeah, we can hear you. We can see. Is that your husband or his daddy? The picture up there, who is that?
This is his mother and father.
Okay, great. Great.
This is a picture of his mother and father.
Yes, okay.
Before everything happened.
Okay, Veronica, one of
the
the things
I'm going to show you his 5 siblings.
5 siblings.
Wow.
I may not be. I'm going to show you on this.
Tell us about them, Veronica. Just tell us what their ages are and their brothers and sisters. Do they have any ideas about what happened to him?
No.
They don't have any?
No, they don't.
They haven't heard anything through the grapevine that maybe somebody talking about him or somebody was mad at him or anything?
We don't know any more. We don't know any more today than we knew the first day.
Okay, Veronica, it's getting close to Christmas time. Thanksgiving, Christmas. The family needs to call the news media. Y'all need to hold a vigil outside somewhere where people can gather, his friends, his family can gather with balloons, whatever, with flyers. And y'all need to make this no longer a cold case. This young man was somebody's son. There was somebody's nephew, a brother. These people, they need to know that this young man is not going to be just another poster picture in Walmart of the missing. They need to know that there is a family out there actively seeking this young man. And so at Christmas time, that pulls on a lot of people's heartstrings. And so y'all need to make an arrangement with the news media to be out there, but you're going to have to make it where people are showing up and it's a vigil with candles, whatever, to get people to come out there and canvass the neighborhood where, you know, he lived at the time he walked away.
Yeah, you've got to be proactive about your nephew's disappearance. Somebody has to be proactive because you can't just leave it up to the police to do the
We're
job.
experiencing something's wrong with someone tonight because I can't understand.
Oh, man.
Okay, do you hear me better now?
Did you hear me?
No, I didn't hear you.
I've got this. I'm turning up my mic now. It may be your speaker.
Let me see if I turn my mic.
Turn your.
Is that? Can you hear me now? Is that better?
Yeah, that's better on your end.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Veronica,
Is it better?
yeah, it is. Veronica, y'all, and I'm not criticizing when I say this, okay? I'm not criticizing it. You got a beautiful family, but you're going to have to be proactive by getting the news media involved, and you're going to have to call the police once a week and bug them a little bit. Do you have a local TV channel that you can call and tell them you're still been missing your nephew after all this time, and you want people to come on there? Want people to let them come out and talk about it?
Veronica, can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Very little. I'm gonna I'm gonna pull it up in the chat on the computer so that way I can read what you're saying.
Okay, can you hear me any better?
He's pulling it up there on the computer.
Do you want me to type it or you want me to tell you? Veronica?
I'm trying to get some ears here. See if I can hear you.
Okay, you tell me when you can hear me.
I can hear you now.
Okay, what I was telling you was call a radio station, make arrangements with the family, call a radio station and tell them y'all are having a vigil. Whatever night you're going to do a candlelight visual for your nephew, or that the dad can call and say, for my son who's missing, we have not been able to find anything about where he is or if he's still alive. We want some information, and we're hoping at this time, at Christmas time and Thanksgiving, when families are gathering together and we're missing a family member that we have no idea what has happened to him, we're asking for anyone who knows anything to please come forward. If you pull at people's heartstrings right now, somebody knows something. They're afraid to come forward probably, but somebody knows something. This does not sound like a young man that would walk away from his family.
No, he's not. But his parents are still broken up just like they were the first day. They're not getting much sleep. They're not eating.
Well, call the local TV station. Well, call the local TV station and get a news person out there.
I have one. I'm gonna try to play for you. Fox 26 did do one. I'm gonna see if I can get it up for you.
Okay, well, I can try to find that myself, but you need to call them out on the 1 year anniversary or something.
But the 1 year anniversary just passed.
Well, you can still do it.
Yeah. I wish we were.
Yeah, it's gonna. Yes, it's gonna say Fox 26.
Okay, if somebody asked, could he have been hit by a car where he was walking? But if that's the case, he would have been found. Yeah,
he's somebody knows something about it, and whoever got him out of the house knows. That's it. I would, if I was the cops and I called the I got a hold of the girl or whoever it was that got him out of the house, that would be my number one suspect.
Yeah.
And that's why you're going to have to stay on the police to get involved in this. You're going to have to stay on them.
Has the
Every
police
day.
checked his game he was playing?
Yeah, did the law enforcement check the game he was playing to see if they had messages on there?
Yeah, I'm trying to get through to some of this to see where I can get.
Will his parents come on?
I doubt it.
Ask them.
Will his dad or mom come on, Veronica? Or does he have an older brother? Does he have any older brothers?
Can I hear? I can't hear you now.
Does he have any older
It's
brothers?
so steady.
Veronica, does he have any older brothers?
I need to.
I apologize. I don't know. It must be on her end because the other one didn't have this much problem. Veronica, did he have any older brothers? I've never known any siblings not to know what their brothers or family members are doing. I would very much question them. Do you have any earphones, Monica? Do you have any earphones?
Dre has been Dre's 23rd birthday last November came without a call or a text. Every day that passes is a day without him at home. Any tip, piece of information or lead from our community may lead us to Dre's whereabouts
I'm so
and bring
sorry.
his family some closure. We're grateful to our partners at the Texas Center for the Missing. Claudia's here. Thank you for being here. And Clear Channel Outdoor, Mr. Lee Bella, for making possible missing person billboards across our state this month with the hopes of someone coming forward with key information. You're going to hear from our missing persons unit, our partners, and Dre's father, Andre Moten Sr. as well. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Deputy Huston, so that he could give more information. He's the lead investigator. Deputy Huston.
I'm Deputy Hudson with the Harris County Sheriff Department Missing Persons Unit. I'm the lead investigator on this case. The case we're here to talk about today involves Andre Moten Jr., which, like the sheriff said, also goes by Dre. Dre was last seen at his apartment on October the 18th of 2019 at approximately morning when he left the apartment to meet what is believed to be an unknown female. Mr. Moten is described to be a 6'2" black male weighing about 100. Wears his hair in dreads. He is a light-skinned African American male. I'm going to turn it back over to the sheriff so he can introduce the next speaker from Clear Channel.
Thank you. And as the investigator said, there's always a piece of information out there that could really help bring some closure to the family. Maybe identifying the person that he went to meet or to talk to, or gone from the apartment or even adjacent apartments, anything that may have been familiar, a possible sighting, anything like that could be very critical information. We again are very grateful for our partners that are here. We have Lee Bella. He's been a longtime partner and supporter of law enforcement and many other issues to make sure we're raising awareness missing persons and others, and it's been an invaluable tool. We greatly thank them for everything they do here and across all their different service areas. So, Mr. Lee Bella with Clear Channel Outdoor Houston.
So much, Sheriff. On behalf of Clear Channel Outdoor and Outfront Media and the Outdoor Advertising Association of Texas, we want to tell you how we are committed to get this message out to not only the Houston area, but
they did it recently.
the state as well. Currently, the Houston area. This message is being broadcast, and it's the one you see over here. I don't know if we can bring it over here so we can see it. This message that you see now is being broadcast on our digital billboards, 5 in the Houston area. And Clear Channel alone are generating over 500,000 market impressions per month.
I think.
So you multiply that by other cities in Texas and with the other companies that are involved in this, and millions of people are going to be able to see this message about Andre. Someone out there knows something about Andre's missing situation, and we want people to look at this, see something, call with any information that you might have, and what to see the message about Andre, and let's bring Andre home. Thank you.
I think Mr. Vela said it well in closing that let's bring Andre home. Let's make sure that, I could just imagine, putting ourselves in this family's shoes. If a loved one that we had, no more phone calls, no more text communication of any kind. No one deserves that. This family deserves closure. Whatever that outcome is, we want to know what happened. We want to make sure, ideally, that we can locate him, find out what's happened, if he was injured in any way. And so somebody out there knows the impression, not only here in the greater Houston area, but so many people that travel the roadways daily can be such an important tool for us. I want to thank you once again, and to the Texas Center for the Missing as well, for always helping out as well with many important cases that we always like to amplify. But no one could share more about Dre than his family, and so I want to make sure that his father, Mr. Senior, has an opportunity to come up and really talk about this loss. You have a number of relatives that are here, others that couldn't make it today, but they love him, they miss him. We're just pleading with the public to please come forward and support this family today. Mr. Andre Moten Sr., the father.
Hello, my name is Andre Moten Sr., and I want to thank everybody for what they're doing and what they have done so far. Our family needs closure. This is very hard. I'll have to listen to this.
That'd be tough.
Poor dad.
Tell us a little bit about it. What do you think more about it?
Places laugh, talking to us, joking around.
How many brothers and sisters?
Five.
Just everything. I need help. I need help. My family needs closure. It's rough every day. Every day just getting up. It's like sometimes, I don't feel like doing anything. Just thinking about him all the time. And work.
ANDRYRE, I think.
It's hard. It's hard. Very hard. So anything. Help us. I'll never give up. Looking for you. Doing the best. We're gonna find I'm gonna find you. I'm not gonna stop.
This family will always have a void until we find closure, and so let's make sure we're helping get you in. Just state your name and your relationship.
My name is Adriana Moulton, and Andre Moulton Jr. is my brother. It's been very hard for me, because I know every time I look in the mirror, I see him in me. It's been so hard. But me and my family have been so strong, and we just want to know something. Because, like he said, it's a void that has not been filled. It can never be filled until we find Andre Moulton. So if you have anything, any information, please let us know. Like, it will help, like, more than anything, because not knowing anything is worse than anything we can think of. Not knowing anything is worse than anything we can think of. And that's the worst part. That void that we can't fill. Then out about Andre. So I just want to say thank you for everybody that has been here and supported us along the way. And I'm just so proud of how strong we are, because walking in our shoes is very hard. So thank you.
Just anybody that uses, please reach out, give us information. You never know how minimal it may be to be helpful. Investigator, what part of town was this? What apartment complex are we talking about? About what time did he leave?
It was in Atascocita, and he left the apartment complex at about 3:30 a.m. Like I said a little bit ago, on the 18th of October in 2019. We have done an extensive, a very thorough investigation. This is still a very active investigation. And at this point, like the sheriff and like the family has said, what we're wanting is for somebody. There is somebody out there. Somebody knows something. It could be something very small to you, and it could be something that is a major clue to us. So if anything that you think that may help us bring Andre home, or bring the family closure, whichever way it's going to be for them. Any clue that you have, there's somebody out there that has it, and we would encourage you to reach out to the Harris County Sheriff's Department's Missing Person Division, 713-755-7427. You don't have to remember my name. You can just call the number. They will do me so I can follow up on the lead. Thank you for any help that you can offer.
Thank you. And another good number always is Crime Stoppers as well. Should anything else been involved, at 713-222-TIPS and 713-222-8477. Lieutenant, would you like to add anything else? No, thank you so much. Okay, any questions for the family or for the investigator? I'll say it briefly in Spanish as well. Estamos aquí esta mañana porque necesitamos la ayuda del público. Hace cerca de un año, este domingo va a ser un año, que el señor Andre Moulton Jr., que junto aquí, se desapareció. Vivía en la área de Atascocita, salió de su apartamento y como aproximadamente a las 3:30 de la mañana, una chica, no sabemos quién era o todo eso, pero al salir ya nunca regresó. La familia no ha escuchado de él, no ha sabido nada. Pasó su cumpleaños el noviembre pasado, no llamó, no mandó mensaje ni nada, y eso es algo muy... La familia pueda cerrar esta etapa de su vida que ha sido tan difícil. Queremos que sepan qué pasó con su ser querido, el señor Andre Moulton Jr., que hubiera completado 23 años el noviembre pasado. Entonces, estamos suplicando a la comunidad que por favor nos ayuden a localizarlo. También el señor Lee Vela con Clear Channel Outdoors van a poner esos letreros en muchas 5 áreas de Houston y también otras plazas del estado de una persona desaparecida. Aquí tiene la foto, el número donde puede hablar, es 221-6000. Y le pedimos al público que alguien por favor nos llame. Sabemos que alguien tiene su información que nos puede ayudar.
questions or anything?
None. So, okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
Veronica, when was that done? Veronica,
Okay, I'm back.
when was that done?
Your speaker's not working very well.
When was your press conference done?
Mm-hmm.
When was that done?
I'm gonna get let me see if I can get a headphone where maybe I can hear your earplug.
There you go.
You could hear the heartbreak in that family's voices, and it just makes you just want to reach out and give them a hug. It said this September it was done.
Okay. Well, they need to be calling that to PD.
Okay, Lori, I will.
What?
Also, somebody wants you to post the flyer up there again so that they
Okay.
can capture it and put it on some stuff.
Okay.
I can hear you very well now.
Okay.
Oh, great.
That's great. They wanted me to post this flyer up there so they can capture it and put it on their Facebook pages and Instagram and Pinterest and Twitter and whatever else that they can get it out to anybody. Yeah, only thing I would say, that news conference was very good. The only thing I can say is I would still call the police department every week and try to be a
thorn.
active presence and a thorn in their side, just to try to get them to release some information. One thing is too, hardly ever does a brothers and sisters don't know what's going on in their siblings' life. You know, it's sure, I'm like that detective said, probably a female did call, but you know, there's hardly ever a sibling doesn't know what's going on in their brother or sister's lives.
Veronica,
But I don't know the one that just spoke. They're very close.
Yeah, they seem to be very close.
I want to know where to find the video.
Where is that video that we can watch? What channel is that?
That was Fox 26.
Fox 26 out of Houston?
Yes, Houston, Texas.
Okay, good. We'll go back and watch that. We could see it, but it was a little dark on the screen, so we'll go back and watch that. We have several people that were calling about, posting in the messages about that. They would like to go back and everybody keep them in your prayers, the whole family, because it's taking a toll on everybody. I can see that and hear it in the dad's voice and the sister's voice also. But we will keep an eye on this case and post his picture up along with others that we feature. If anything comes to mind that we need to share more of this, be sure to let me know. You got my email and are on here anytime, Veronica. We'd love to do this again, feature him again. I would just be a thorn in that officer's side up there to just try to get them still to work on this thing. We want to solve cases, and
if you have a
Sandra.
Facebook page, share this interview on your Facebook page, because
yes, it's on my page. It's on my page.
This
It's on
interview
his father's page also.
But share this interview on their page
with us,
so that a lot more people will know that we are trying to help you, and maybe
I'll email it to you. I'll email it to you.
Well, okay. Well, that's okay. But what I want you to do is on your Facebook page, tell everybody that we put it out there too, And if they may want to email us with information, they can. They can.
Somebody
Might decide to email us with some information on it. I'll be sure to get it back to the police and y'all about what's going on.
Okay.
And we'll be praying for you. That's for sure.
Can we pray for you right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Father, we come to you right now, and God, you've heard the heart cry of these parents and the siblings. God, you know that they just want to know where Andre is and what's going on. And God, I know from reading your word that your word tells me that there is not a hair falls from our head that you don't know about it. God, that you've numbered the hairs on our head, and you think about us more times in a day than you're sand on the seashore. And so, God, I know that you know where Andre is, God. And Lord, they just need closure. They need to know, because the not knowing is what's killing them. God, if he is out there being held, or if he's just walked away for whatever reason, then God, let them have peace about that. But if he hasn't, God, and he's met something that only evil meets, God, I just pray that in Jesus' name they will be able to have closure in their family. I pray, God, that if he is alive, you will bring him home safely to this family. And if he's not, God, then bring home so that they know they've got a burial place. But God, only you know whether he's alive or not. We don't. And God, being this long, of course, the doubt sets in. But God, we also know that with you, all things are possible. We've seen it in our lives. We've seen it in others. And so, God, we just ask that even now you would put it on the person's heart that knows something. God, that even now they would just, the guilt of knowing something that they're keeping from this family that would give them peace, God, will just eat away at them, and that they will either contact the family or go to the police and tell them what they know. God, we just pray for a peace to just surround this family. We ask, God, that you wrap your arms around this mother and father and siblings and this aunt. God, just wrap your arms around them and hug them, God. Let them know that you have heard the cry of their heart tonight. And God, there are so many missing out there. And God, we know that you know all things. And so, God, we ask that even now you begin to show and direct the police and everyone else to start looking and finding these people that are missing, these children. Andre may have been 18 or 20, maybe 22 or 23 now, but God, he's still just a child. He's somebody's child. God, we thank you in advance for what you're going to do, the closure that you're going to bring for this family and others. And God, we ask that you continue to use us. Let us be a blessing to others. And God, help us to not ever take anything that you show us or do for us for granted. And we pray this in Jesus' holy name.
Amen. And Ron, could please sure to share with the rest of your siblings and the father and mother that we are praying for them. And if we can ever do anything for you or for your family, let us know, okay?
And tell them they're welcome on here anytime.
I just want to say that no tip is too small.
Amen.
Anything will help. Anything.
Yes, and that,
we'd like to bring him home alive.
Amen.
We'd like to bring him home alive, but if that's not possible, we just want to bring him home to the family.
Yes, that's what we'll say. If somebody's watching this right now and they know anything, it doesn't matter what thing. I don't care if you want to call and tell me you saw him come out of his apartment or you saw him talk to somebody, or I don't care what it is. If you know anything about that night, I don't care how small, where he's at, heard a rumor, heard somebody talking about it in a restaurant, I don't care what it is. If you don't want to call the police or don't want to call somebody out there, email me there at themissinglivestream@gmail.com, and I will make that call to the authorities. And no tip is too small. No tip.
Veronica, Sandra said you did a great job tonight and that you are giving voice to the voiceless. And that is true. Hush, Gracie.
You did a great job. And our dog's barking at your dog on that. But you did a great job tonight. So I'm going to let you go right now and come back on the
stream. So we're not giving up hope.
No,
No.
we're not giving up hope.
No.
No, sir. No,
Never
no,
give
no.
up hope.
Never give up hope. And we're hoping that he's out there alive. That's what we're
That's
hoping
what we're
for.
praying. Yes.
Yes, sir. And I'm not going to give up hope. No, sir. And let's keep on. We'll keep on praying about it, and also that we want to keep on covering him. But just come back on the live stream again, and if you hear anything at all, let us know. We'll focus our attention to that. Okay.
Okay, thank you so very much for having me on your platform.
All right. Thank you. Anytime, Veronica.
Thank you.
Good night.
You have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, well that was good. I enjoyed that. We do want to keep them in our prayers, and we do want to share that flyer out there. And I'm going to make another intro where I take out some that have been found and put some more. Try to do some where we can feature everybody that we've talked about it. And I don't know if that's possible, but I'm going to try to work on my community page and do that too. But it just doesn't seem like there's enough hours in the day sometimes.
There will be more hours in the day once we're no longer having to go to the store every day.
That's true. Okay, well, and that's not the exciting news. That has nothing to do with it. That is part of it, but it's not.
About that?
Yes, but that's not exciting news that comes in the spring.
You would think we were going to have a baby the way you're acting.
It's bigger. It's bigger
It's
than
bigger
a
than a baby.
All right. Well, thank you
Okay, wait a
for
minute.
coming
Somebody said,
tonight.
where did the info on the girl calling come from? Sarah, it came from his mother, who said that he got a phone call about 4:30 a.m. and he left the house. And I guess when they checked his phone, that they found out it was a girl.
The police kind of indicated they believed that it was a girl. So I don't know why they would believe that, but listen, police got all kinds of information they're not telling the family. And why? I don't know. Maybe because it's somebody close to the family. I don't know why. Also, they may not want these kids to run out there and try to be their own police type thing. I'm just telling you, I told my daughter when she lived out there in Dallas, I told her, be careful and don't let anybody kidnap you and do all these things, because if something happened to you, they would see me out there. They wouldn't have to worry about the police. They would have to worry about me and a couple of my very close friends. And I meant it. And that's what I think, a lot of people, maybe the police are afraid of. They're afraid that they'll have some type of people coming out there trying to do their job. But whatever they do, then police need to be actively letting them know what's going on.
Okay, several people said that we have more questions about the girl calling.
Okay,
So-
well, look, this is what the police think. It's a girl. They probably have talked to her. I'm just saying. They find the caller ID, the call. They call the phone, and they talk to a female. Oh yes, well I talked to him, but it was no big deal. Whatever. I don't know. No, Dina's not baking anything tonight. I'm trying to lose 10 pounds. I've gained some weight.
Because of eating zebra soup. And
Eating
cornbread.
zebra soup and cornbread and too much other stuff. We are actually taking a good friend of ours out to dinner tomorrow night too, at a Catfish place up here. He turned 75, and we're going to take him out to eat.
Okay, go ahead and ask your questions.
Yeah, Bro Coach, the Inn. He probably had a call from a female wanting him to come out. What happened after he got out of the house is something to be said, Don't know. Don't know what's going on. What did God's girl, what did she say? And you said not tonight?
She wanted to know if
Oh,
I was
back-
baking tonight. Hey y'all, a lot of people said, I hope other YouTube channels pick this up. When y'all go into the other channels, put in there, hey, have you heard about the Andre Moten case?
Right. You know, unfortunately, there's just small cases like this that don't have the notoriety of Susan Morphew, or don't have the notoriety of some of the bigger cases even that we've talked about, that get kind of lost. You know, they don't have and there's not much. The problem with this case is, if it wasn't for Veronica coming on and talking to us, there's not much information to talk about. He left the house early morning after a phone call, and now they don't know where he's at. So that's the problem with trying to do something like this. You can mention it and you can talk about it a little bit, but if you don't have somebody like Veronica, there's not just a lot to say. Now, somebody sent me a couple of emails concerning a girl, a Patterson girl. We've already featured her on an earlier broadcast. The problem with hers is the same type of case. She was seen leaving an area, getting into a car, a brown colored car, and leaving the area, never seen again. The only difference is she was, according to the information I read, she was a recovering drug addict. So we don't know if something happened, an OD, or she got back into the life and she's back in the sex trade, or if she's in the sex trade. I don't even know if she ever was in it to begin with. But that drug use and drug addiction sometimes can take you to do a lot of things to get your drugs, especially if you don't have the means to get it. Who's due? Who's due having a baby?
I told you.
No, we're not having no baby.
I told you.
We can't have kids. We can't have children.
Well, I'm almost as old as Sarah, and you're about as old as Abraham. It's too far gone.
No, it's not a baby. We're gonna have some life-changing experience, put it that way, but it's not a baby. And it's not even a grandchild. I can't talk my kids into having grandchildren. But we'll talk more about it. I'm gonna give some hints. Maybe y'all can figure it out as we go along. But nothing to be concerned about right now, though. Nothing to be concerned about. The dogs, I got a dog asleep on the floor right here, and I don't know where the other one is. It's in the other room.
We told our children.
New cat? No, we've got a cat already that named Moses. New puppies? No, we got puppies.
We told our children that I sent them a text and told them we were going to adopt our grandchildren and let them raise them when we die. And our son sent back, ha, ha, ha. And our daughter sent back, tell me you're kidding.
And no, I wish it was a Netflix series. I wish, but no.
Thomas, I told you. See what you started?
It
doesn't matter. Now that's all they're going to think about. Gosh.
No, all I said was we already have another YouTube channel concerning this, but it's not going to be in full form where we be able to share that with you on here until the spring. That's just, we'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
I think y'all will be happy for us.
Yes, I think you'll be very happy. I hope you will. So anyway, I hope
it'll bring us closer to y'all.
Yeah, it'll bring us closer to you. How about that? That's a pretty good thing. Yeah, maybe.
Well, maybe not MH.
Where's MH?
Is he in South Africa?
I don't know. He could be.
I think he is.
We are actually. Well, I'm not going to go any further.
Thank you.
I'm not going to go any further. I will, though, later. Next time. Monday or Tuesday, I might.
Is there any other... Y'all, listen, email us with some names that you want us to look into. We're going to be talking about the Native American missing.
Next week, one died. And we're still keeping up with the Morphew case because I really honestly feel like within the next few weeks... I kind of think after the new DA gets in there for sure, but we might see some major breaking news on this. I really feel like that. I really do. And I'm going to fix my head where it doesn't disappear. I don't know what the deal is with this.
MH. She said South Africa. He is a she.
No, he is a she. Melina. Is it
Marina.
Marina? Marina? Wow, that's a pretty name. Okay. Y'all have a good weekend. We plan to have a good weekend too. And we are going to that's an interesting name, Wolfman Rants 411.
He invited us to come to Michigan.
Well,
And we're going to Michigan.
we're actually going to Michigan. She's got a brother in Michigan
that I've never met.
that she's never met. That's a whole nother story. No worries. I love that. To your full name? Yeah, that'd be great.
Well, MH, I don't know why. I'm sorry.
You assume that, see?
Yeah, and you know what assume
I know
is.
it. But y'all have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend. Stay safe from COVID. And
y'all
keep
can
everybody in your prayers.
And y'all can be mad at Thomas because I shot a 5-minute video of Maggie and the cat and the dog, and he did not fix it.
Well, I've been busy. But I'm going to leave out with that first video of the pups. That's the one that I made that kind of Dina likes the most. I mean, I feel sorry for Maggie and the one where she's got her head up there talking to her. But we will see y'all again on Tuesday unless something major breaks open. And y'all have a great weekend. God bless you. We love every one of you.
Lori, we're not arguing. Lori said you two would get more done if you weren't arguing all the time. We are kidding with each other.
Yeah,
After
we're not arguing.
48 years
Lori,
together.
I'm telling you, Lori, listen, we're not arguing. We're just being us. You know, we're being us. Sure, I could be a robot here and tell everything it is and be probably.
She's kidding too. She said she's kidding. Okay, thank you.
Okay, Lori, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But anyway, good night. Love every one of you.
CJ, glad to hear about your mama.
See y'all on Tuesday. Please share the videos. We're almost at 4,000. Please share. Back up. Ready?
He's just not as good at.
Ready? Good girl, Max. Good. You ready?
Gotta get down.
Down. You ready?
I know.
Good girl, Max.